Hi, my name is Caleb Young, and I'll be talking about reducing ATP minimums. So how it started off with Colgan Air Flight 3407, which crashed in Buffalo, New York. This killed all 49 passengers and crew members and one person on the ground. The NTSB found it was the fault of the captain, for not properly responding to the impending stall. Some other factors were icing. Yeah. So this uh, kind of created an outcry from the public to increase safety and for the airlines. So they wanted more pilots to be more qualified and for their jobs. So they wanted an increase in hours for ATP. So Congress in 2010 passed a law that required all pilot crew members to have an ATP certificate. So this increased the minimum hours for to get into the airlines from 250 to 1,500 hours, since first officers were not required to hold an ATP certificate before. So why this law is bad for the airlines? Pretty soon the airlines are expecting a pilot shortage to the industry. Boeing estimates around 127,000 new pilots will be needed for North America within the next 20 years. This is mainly due to the increasing age of current pilots. So as they hit that mandatory retirement age of 65, there's not really many new pilots to replace them. To combat this, the airline started new cadet programs. The goal of this is to get newer, younger people interested in flying. Effectiveness of these cadet programs is currently unknown since they're pretty new to the industry. Many pilots are applying to multiple of these programs, so yeah, a lot is not known yet about how they are getting new pilots into the airlines. Why this is bad for pilots? The new rule law uh, dramatically increased the cost of pilot training. So instead of getting your 250 hours for commercial, you now need 1,500 hours. It's pretty impractical to get these all on your own unless you have, your own private little plane to fly yourself around. So this caused a lot of people to get these in-between jobs like crop dusting, pilot training, summer parachute, uh, uh, you know, skydiving pilots, just to, build those hours to the 1,500. I know the problem with this. It's bad for the pilots because uh, the law focuses on a quantity of hours instead of a quality. So to build these hours, a lot of people are getting 1,500 in a lot of single engine piston aircraft when uh, you need multi-engine turbine aircraft experience for the airlines. Um, so it's kind of hard to get ready for a career, which, building time in an aircraft here won't be flying. And this also kind of hinders us from spreading God's word. In Mark 16:15, it says, go into all the world and preach the good news to everyone. So, you know, it's hard to go out into the world and spread the good news when we're kind of being stopped in our tracks of, getting out into our careers and, spreading the word. What needs to be done? Reduced ATP does exist as a means to get more people into the airlines. But this only applies to certain people going through certain programs, so its effectiveness is kind of not known right now. We need to further decrease requirement for the first officer airline in the airline industry, so we can get more people into that right seat to get more experience. I'd like to. I don't know if the 250 hours is enough, but I certainly think that ATP certificate shouldn't be really required for 121 operations for a first officer. More research needs to be done by independent organizations to really study like what this law has, the effects of this law, and how it's affected the industry, good or bad. And they're my references, and thank you.